Alright guys, so thanks for tuning in. Welcome back to Haywire RC. And right here, I'm going to go ahead and show you the HelLST. This is a Losi LST, which I bought almost a year ago. Yeah, so when I bought the truck, came with this Peterbilt body, which I guess are pretty rare now. For a new one, I guess it's like 500 bucks. A little bit unbelievable, because I don't think anyone's going to pay that, but maybe. Yeah, so when I bought the truck, came with that body. It also came with this engine right here. Right here is the Mach 2.6, and really good engine. I did polish the cooling head because the top was actually scratched and it had a lot of dents in it. So I decided just to clean it up, and I polished it. And it, I gotta say, I actually like it better with the polished top. Yeah, so this engine I ran pretty much for its entirety. There was a short time where I did run the HPI K5.9, which I bought this from eBay. It had a Nova Race Pro head, which I actually really like. Yeah, this engine, it didn't even run good. I thought it ran good, which it was pretty much on its last leg. There's probably 0 pinch left in it. And probably for a week, I had fun with it. And then one morning, I tried to start it, and it just wouldn't start anymore. And then I went back to this engine. I actually put a new sleeve and piston in this. Or, well, not new. I had a parts engine, which had a little more pinch. So I decided to just swap them, which actually gave it a little extra life, gave it a little more power. Also, this carburetor right here has all new gaskets and everything. Like, this engine is ready to run now still, but obviously, which I'll show you right now, the new engine that's in it, if you haven't heard, it's now a Losi 454. That's probably the most powerful engine I own until I fire up that LRP, which they both claim to make 4 horsepower. But this engine and the the torquey exhaust that it comes with, it's pretty much a perfect combo in this truck. This thing pops wheelies. I'm still running it rich. I'm not leaning it out. Well, I can lean it out now. Did lean it out a couple times, and it's just an absolute beast. Yeah, the power the truck has with that new engine, it's absolutely incredible. Alright everybody, so go ahead and do a quick overview of the chassis. 454, it's got an SH engine carburetor, and right here is just a Losi buggy air filter. That's the stock air filter tube right there. The exhaust, it's the same one on the LST2s. So gas tank, it's a high capacity tank. I ditched the stock one just because it actually went out on me. The seals got bad. Shocks, I'm running 40 weight on the front, 50 weight in the rear. Stock springs and that amount of spacers. I don't really feel like counting them, sorry. Then on the rear, I got the soft sway bar, and then I got the stiff on the front. Right here is a little bit of a wiring job I did. Made my own little Y cable for the lights. Works pretty good. Everything, all electronics are stock. Go underneath the truck, we have the HT or HD skid plates, which these are like a must buy if you have an LST. They're the greatest things ever. These wheels, that's the original wheel right here, and those are the new ones I bought on eBay. As you can see, there's a huge difference. Yeah, so why do I run Nitro? I mean, have you seen one run? They're absolutely sick. It actually, if you want to know the full story, it actually started with my Trex's battery charger, which that charger was not very nice to me and broke very early in its life. Alright, so I'm currently charging the battery right now. And I have this outside because this thing reeks plastic, and the thing gets super hot, so it's definitely going to start a fire. It might even make this battery explode. So If you're gonna buy a Traxxas, you know, charger, do not buy this one. Which then after that, I just had a sudden hatred for batteries, and I just despise using them, even though Nitro still use batteries, but it's got less batteries because that thing right there. Also, it's just that I don't mind the tuning process. I don't really mind the weight. Especially now, I feel that my patience and everything definitely paid off. Like right now too, because now this thing only takes one pull to start it, and it's like perfect. Yeah, so this truck right here, I can pretty much say it is my official first Nitro. This engine right here is my first Nitro engine. I've just never fired it up, tuned it, or nothing. This is going in the trophy truck. But the HelLST right here, this is pretty much where 90% of my work and time went into RC. A lot of it's just tuning, buying stuff, and repairs. Mostly tuning. If you're gonna get a Nitro, especially a used one, you're gonna find that tuning a used Nitro sucks, especially if they're worn out. As this truck, when I got it, was pretty worn out. Had a Mach 2.6 in it, which it ran okay off the start, but I don't really know. Just combination of it sitting and everything just going bad is pretty much impossible to get it running good. Which that pretty much led me in a lot of struggles with tuning. I had a lot of gas tank pressure troubles just because it sat with fuel. The seals went bad, so the tank wouldn't pressurize correctly, helping fuel to get to the engine, causing it to run lean, rich, and never run consistently. And this carburetor, this is actually the original carburetor, but as you can see, it is rebuilt, as it's got the black boot on it, as the originals came with a blue boot, which that was actually ripped up. Back then when I started tuning, I had my whole tuning approach totally wrong, as I never really understood tuning back then. As when I thought it was bogging at the line, I thought it was just, you know, running rich, so I, you know, lean this out. It was actually because of the low speed. I totally forgot that there was a low speed needle. So you just gotta keep that in check. But you never tune the low speed first, as the low speed tunes off the high speed. And the high speed tunes off of the idle, which the idle really just controls everything. If you have a high open idle, you're not gonna really have good throttle response. If you have a low idle, good luck starting the engine. Ideally, you want your idle as low as possible, but you obviously want to run. So if it's only got idle for 2 seconds without you hitting the throttle, that is not a good idle. Yeah, so after I thought this engine was done, which it wasn't, I just couldn't tune it properly, I decided to go ahead and buy a HPI K5.9. Yeah, so when I put this thing in, it ran good for about a week, and then it just died on me because the compression and the pinch just totally worn out. Which pinches everything in a Nitro engine, as pinch allows the piston, as the piston goes up, the sleeve squeezes it or pinches it, which actually allows extra thrust going down, which helps it idling and, you know, gives it low end torque. Without pinch, you would notice your engine, like this engine for example, had zero pinch. Like when I tore this thing apart, the piston went directly through the sleeve, which I never even knew was possible. Just slid right through. And it would not idle at all. It wouldn't start, wouldn't do any of that. So even though there was compression, because when I turned it over, I could still feel air compression, but there was no pinch. Which pinch gives it the compression, you could say, as the compression only does a little bit of the thrusting down, as the pinch does most of it. Yeah, if you want to know more about the you know, Nitro engines, two-stroke engines, how they work, the porting and all that, the timing, there's a lot of videos on it. I don't even know if I have time in this video to go over everything. Yeah, so this engine only lasted a week, maybe 2 weeks, which when I put it in, I actually forgot to thread lock the bolts for the motor mount, and the engine flew out and ended up ripping up all my gears. You could literally pick it up. It was really the only thing holding it in was the exhaust. That was pretty scary. Yeah, so another tip for you. If you're gonna buy an $80 K5.9, don't buy it. I'd rather you buy an $80 Mach 2.6. That's crap. Because the reason why this has been rebuilt, because good luck finding a piston and sleeve for an affordable price. I don't even know if there are any for sale, actually. So that probably won't be rebuilt. I'll just be a paperweight from now on. Yeah, so after the K5.9, the Mach 2.6, I started to learn a little more about Nitro and realized that the pinch in this was going out in me, so I got a parts engine. I should have just bought a new one, but I was cheap back then, I guess. But I bought parts engine very cheap, like 20 bucks, which it actually had more pinch than this, and I swapped out the heck. I swapped out the piston sleeve and threw it in this. And then on eBay, because I'm addicted to eBay, I stumbled upon the 454, and it was brand new. Bought it, and that's where we are today. So that's pretty much the story of the truck, my experience, why I love Nitro. Alright, so that'll pretty much be it for today's video. Hope you learned something. Sorry for talking so much. I'll post some more short and sweet videos later on. Anyway, guys, if you do like me talking, you can go ahead and subscribe, like the video, you know the whole thing. 100 YouTubers have said that to you, and they're just begging for it. I don't really care. If you enjoyed the video, yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. That's really all I care about. That's why I post. I'm not making any money here. I only have 200 subs, so it's not going to change anything, really, if I gain 201. But I will appreciate it. I will appreciate it. Anyway, so that's it. I'll get some footage of this for you guys soon. Get this thing ripped up. I'm going to go ahead and find some new places to hit this thing. Alright, that's it for the video. I'll see you later.
What's up, HelYRC? HelYRC, man, how you doing, bro? Hey, HelYRC. Oh, right, HelYRC, you have a good one.